Okay, so last time you had all, after waking up at the manor, you were all like, "Oh, why don't we just walk up to the dragon?" And the dragon's just like, "Why don't I walk up to your faces?" And knocked out two of you,
I mean,
and
because I'm built different.
and then flew off. Afterwards, you all saw a cowboy ride into town, looking in very poor condition. And so you are granted an emergency quest. Normally, you are only allowed to take one quest at a time, but due to this emergency, you are allowed to take two. So you have the Butterskull Ranch quest, where you were asked to save. Uh, gosh, what's the name? You were asked to save Big Al Calazorn, who is at his ranch from a bunch of orcs that have overtaken it. And also, in kind of a similar area, you also have a quest where you need to deliver some supplies to some loggers at a camp. So, in the last session, you guys had started making your way towards Big Al's ranch, Butterskull Ranch, where you were attacked by these shadowy dogs, which specifically were targeting Arch. And Arch had noticed that they had pendants on them belonging to an old, I don't want to say friend, but an old name that he knew. And so Arch knew that, he's being tracked again. And so with that, you guys continued making your way towards the ranch. And so you had arrived at the ranch just at nightfall. And so that's where we are going to continue. As you had just arrived to the ranch at nightfall.
Cool. All right. So when we get here,
Mhm.
First of all, from far away, do I notice anything like smoke or hear any sounds of like
Make a perception check.
mischief or any of that stuff?
Yeah, go ahead and make your perception check.
I'm clicking.
So you do notice there's like a sign, welcome to Butterskull Ranch. But you do notice that it's like painted over with red paint, or what appears to be red paint, but upon closer inspection, it does seem to be like smeared blood. Potentially as some, and like it smells very, very poor, like decayed. And you do notice, like, in general, it does not smell pleasant. As if like people have died, like decaying
I
bodies.
can't smell anything. I'm a robot, bruv.
Okay, well, for those of you that can't smell, it does smell like decaying bodies.
I think I want to go scout ahead and see if what I can pick out. So before we rush headlong into anything, does anybody else want to come with me?
I will go with you.
I will go with you.
We're doing this stealthily.
Yes.
Go ahead
I want
and
to
make
I
a
want
stealth check.
at least I want to approach. Yes.
I'm gonna make no promises.
Yeah, so anyone who's approaching stealthily and not staying with the cart, make a stealth check.
Yes. Good thing for my advantage.
God damn it. Ooh.
Okay. As you all approach, so you're just like trying to see what's going on the ranch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to see what you notice. Yeah, so for those of you, so as you like moved up closer, Shion, Golis, and Arch, go ahead and make perception checks.
I feel like, hey, that's the same score I got in my last perception check.
Okay.
Apparently, I'm not quite used to sneaking in my new armor yet.
Not used to it. I don't know. You're doing quite well. Go ahead, Golis.
Uh,
Okay.
My eyes, the sun.
His mask is like
It's at
upside
night.
down.
It's at night. um. So you'll like notice from a distance. I'll say everyone can notice this, even Golis. And this is why Golis won't notice anything else. You do notice that, like, in the distance, there appears to be, like, a burned down barn right over here.
Oh, right over. Okay.
And there's another destroyed building over there in the back.
Okay.
So
I don't see any like flames or hear anything.
So, no. However, Shion and Arch, you do notice that near this like one building that's still standing, there are. Come on, bro! I literally just refreshed the page. Are you fucking? Oh wait, no, I'm not. I'm kidding. I was about to say if this made me refresh again. You do notice that there are some orcs and wolves, what appear to be like guarding the entrance of this house.
Okay.
And they seem to be looking around.
Okay.
Yes.
So what I want to do, let's just hang out here for a second. So while Aaron goes and takes a look. So what I want to do is I want to kind of go send Aaron up in the air.
Okay.
So like he's gonna try to scout and see what he says to see if he can see anything more than just those two orcs and their wolves. So he's like flying up in the air, trying to like. I mean, he looks like a.
Owl.
I mean, he looks like a bird. So like, he's trying to like blend in and not have them notice him while flying up above. But he's trying to see what he's.
I mean, he's still
says.
a bird, so they could still target him for meat. So.
Right.
Okay.
But yeah, trying to be somewhat hidden about it. So
if he wants to be somewhat hidden about it, then definitely have him roll a stealth check.
Okay,
as he stealthily flies above.
Okay, I gotta remember
I would
to
also
do this.
say that there's like an okay, thank you, book. There's like an orchard, where like all those little trees are on the map. Okay.
Great.
You see all these little trees on the map? That's supposed to be an orchard.
Yeah.
I would say that you do notice there appears to be like a lot of chopped down trees, a lot of like, for the ones that are still standing, a lot of like, there's like no fruit hanging on them.
No, the witch picked all the apples. How devious.
And just all around, you do see like again, I mentioned, as you get closer, the smell of like that decaying smell does seem to be getting worse.
Well, they're dead.
All right. So yeah, Aaron's flying up in the air.
Okay.
Does he see anything besides these two?
What is his passive perception?
What is his passive perception? I just had it open and then I clicked out of it. His passive perception is... I don't know. 12.
Okay. I would say as Aaron tries to fly over them discreetly, hoping to like notice anything else, the wolves start barking. up into the air and spot him. To which point,
Alright.
one of the orcs takes a javelin and chucks it at him. What is Aaron's AC?
Oh, only hit if it's a nat 20. Bro's probably flying up so high.
Yeah, I would say a
Surely.
javelin is like a low accuracy.
He's definitely at least like he's this. However high up a hawk usually flies, like he's definitely like 100 feet up, or at least like 60 feet
What's
up.
his AC?
Oh, I did this for my players when they were scouting an orc camp once, and I said to them out loud, it'll only hit on a nat 20, and I rolled the dice in front of them, and it was a 20. So.
What's his
His
AC?
AC is 13.
Would you be rolling a disadvantage since it's long range? Depending on how high up he is in the air.
Is definitely somewhat up there.
Well, javelins just have a really small range. Yeah, it's 120 disadvantage.
These are both good rolls. You do see that it just barely nicks him, I would say.
Okay.
So I won't make him take damage for it, but you do notice like it barely nicks him and it shifts off his trajectory, so it makes it harder for him to notice anything.
Okay.
As he like kind of since he notices that he's been noticed, he kind of has to pull. Back. Yeah, he has to pull back before like being able to notice anything.
All right, so he is going to come back to me, land on my arm like a hawk would, and then you'll see in his little chest he starts flashing lights in Morse code to tell me what he saw.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
And it would just kind of be like orc javelin.
Yeah,
attack.
basically. 2 orcs, javelin. Yeah. The closest, because so well, we're not picking anything else up. Okay, so I think I'm gonna move back to. I didn't actually move my person, but I'm gonna move back to the group now.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of tell them what we saw, sort of, and should we attack?
Yeah. How high are these?
Of us...
How high are these crops?
I would say in that field specifically, most of the crops are gone.
Okay.
But the field in which the orcs are standing in, like they're like a couple feet tall, maybe goes up to like knees, mid what's it called? Mid thigh.
Could you try and describe like a path in which I could like kind of crouch behind crops and stuff?
Okay, 1 second.
Which way is there any wind? And if there is, which way is it blowing?
I would say it's not a very windy night. It's like very, very low wind right now. And I would say it's going map direction wise, probably towards the west. So like to your left.
So to our left.
Yes.
Okay.
As for crops, I would say specifically that field that you pointed at is the one that's empty. There's maybe a couple others near the orchard, but I would say this field and this field do have some corn crops.
Okay, so if I were to try and go around the right side within the fence line, or is there openings like where like there's no
yeah. You can assume those are openings.
Okay.
So I do think we should. At least some of us should. They've got dogs, so some of us should come from. With the wind slightly at our face, so maybe they won't sniff us as much. I don't know if we all want to go as one group or if we want to split and try to pincer them.
Well, Bombrand
what do you guys
might
think?
not emit any smell, right, Bombrand?
Depends. If I've been around you recently.
Well, I think that's a pretty good idea there. So,
Box, were you trying to say something?
No.
Okay, just making sure. I saw your thing clicking on and off, so I was just making sure.
Well, I will sneak in Maybe I'll sneak in from the left side. Um,
I think
maybe
I'll plan on going on the right.
maybe Neri and I can go to the left with our ranged options,
All right.
and then I guess Shion can go to the right, and Bomber and Gallus. What do you want to do?
I'm fine to go down the middle.
Okay, we're all planning on meeting up around these orcs, but I'm hoping that maybe we can surprise them or something.
How high are the fences around the corpse?
I would say maybe around 7-8 feet.
Oh wow, okay. So could I try and like go
There's a
over
high ass
to
fence for real.
Yeah.
go over to this fence?
Okay.
I'm a wait in position here for now.
I would say, for shits and giggles, Neri will say, for now, just in case, I'll have Zakun go on your shoulder and protect you.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing. Absolutely stupendous.
Is it just in case? Since it looks like you're going off by yourself in that direction.
We don't know what Gallus is doing yet.
Yeah.
I'm just staying
so
far back.
So I'm gonna start going this way and I guess trying to creep through here.
I'm just gonna stay back until you
before we head
guys
over,
are in position because I'm
should
very.
there be a signal? I guess just attack when I don't know. You see shots firing, maybe.
Works for me.
Or if you hear, I don't know, commotion. So I guess I am going to try to sneakily make my way, like, through here and kind of like through the orchard.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah, I'll let you keep for now your previous stealth check.
And I'm gonna guess Nair is coming with me.
Yes.
Also trying to be stealthy.
Yes. Let me pull up his sheet. Dang, maybe I should just play narrate. 23.
Nice. So I guess I'm in here.
Yes, you'd be like in the middle of this orchard. Okay.
Yeah. Are there any trees that are kind of still?
I would say it's mainly these ones that are closer to the house, like these ones right here. I would say are the ones that have been cut down.
Okay.
While all the others so far are probably still standing, whether or not they have fruit.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to crouch kind of behind the tree. Do I still have a view of?
Yeah, I would say
these
you
guys
still have some view. Yeah.
Okay. Bomrend and Gallus, are you guys getting into position at all, or
I'm gonna
you're just kind of chilling there?
10-15 feet behind Bomrend.
I mean, I'm just staying back, like, until you guys are kind of in position.
Okay. Well, I've gotten into position now.
Yeah, I think everyone's pretty much in position.
My logic was that your like sneak attacks are gonna do more than my like 2 rounds of my attacks could do when I'm up there. So I'll let you guys like instigate, and then I'll follow.
So what I would like to do now is to try to not. Okay, now that I'm a little closer, can I get a little better read on like what these orcs look like? Like, are they like heavily armored or anything like that?
I would say, based off your passive perception, they seem to be very similar to previous orcs that you guys have seen. So it's like the fur armor type of deal.
Okay.
They just really like that.
Okay, so what I think I'm going to do then is I am actually going to have get ready and take a shot at this wolf, and or I'll talk with Neri. Neri, do you want the wolf or the orc closest to us?
I think from what we know, the orcs can be a bit more annoying, so I'll go for the orc.
Okay, I'll go for the wolf. So I think we're gonna try. I don't know how we're gonna do this mechanically. I would assume we're shooting at the same, like at least to start the thing, we're kind of shooting at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
It would just be like a surprise round, and you both get to attack, surely.
If we're still hidden. So.
Well, if you're shooting at the same time, but I suppose.
Right. So I'm trying to ask, like, mechanically wise, Craft, we're gonna shoot and start the combat. Are we hidden?
Yeah, you guys are hidden.
Okay. So we're gonna shoot. Should we just roll initiative and then?
Yeah, so you still will need to roll
surprise
initiative,
round?
and it'll be a surprise round, yes.
Okay. I remember how to do right click. This. And then no.
Yeah, no. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, here we go.
9.
I don't understand. Oh, actually, get a 20. Cool.
You know what? I'll save that for now. Okay. Anyone else that's going to be doing any combat here should roll initiative.
Can I ready an action dash when I hear combat start?
Yeah, so go ahead, still roll initiative. So that we can get you on the list, but yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna, because I'm close enough to do magic missiles.
Okay.
Where's my sheet?
No, poor wolves. Okay. Okay. With that,
okay. So I'm gonna go for the wolf.
okay.
Surprise round. Do I have advantage on the attack?
I would say because I'm already giving you a surprise round, you guys are getting a free whole round on them, so I feel like that's more than enough.
Well, it's usually just whether or not he's still hidden from the opponent.
I mean, yeah, you're
Right.
still hidden, so I would say for being hidden, you can get advantage on that.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, not for the whole surprise round.
Okay.
But yeah, for being hidden.
Right. Okay. That's what it is. Okay. So for being hidden, okay. So I will attack the wolf. With my lightning launcher with advantage.
I don't have music yet. I'll save it for later.
Thank God. Whoo.
What is this reroll? What? Since when do you get a reroll?
Well, it was because I had advantage.
Oh,
So
I don't believe this. Never mind, no
Okay.
advantage.
so this wolf is going to take. Does that automatically count the
Wait,
crit?
was that a nat
That's
1 and a
nice.
nat 20?
Yes.
Oh my god. I don't believe this.
All right. So this wolf's probably gonna die. Because I think it's. So let's see. Crit damage is this. What? Did
I
it
don't
not do
believe
crit
this.
damage?
It's sending.
Okay, that didn't do
It
crit
didn't.
damage.
Just roll it twice.
Okay. Yeah. So there's that.
Imagine.
Plus
Okay, that's yeah.
then I get.
So 11 total.
Well, is it? And plus I get 4 more d6. Because 1d6 for my lightning launcher and 1d6 for sneak attack, both.
Okay.
So can I just roll this? Here, I'll just do this. I think I could do d6. Is there? How do I roll slash?
Slash
How would I
R
roll
space. Slash R space and then whatever. How many
4
dice?
D6?
D and then the type of dice.
Oh my god.
Okay.
33 total damage.
So
I'm
as
guessing that
you
wolf is
send out
dead.
your lightning launcher, is this like electrical cores or like a lightning bolt pretty much?
It's like it's like little taser bullets almost, but they don't have cords to it.
Okay, so it's like little lightning,
little electrical
mini
charges.
lightning bolts.
Yeah, like,
Okay, you set just suddenly out of nowhere, these little lightning bolts, miniature lightning bolts, get sent out, and they attack this wolf. And just suddenly, you just see it convulse as it just completely flops to the ground out of nowhere. This thing is completely dead.
Okay. So then Aaron is gonna, not seeing that's dead now. Aaron's gonna take a shot at the wolf, or not the wolf, the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just normal.
You're attacking the orc, correct?
Yeah. Is Aaron's just normal?
I would say yes, because he was kind of spotted. So
that's the roll.
So as he sends out a feather, or is he doing like a wind blast type of deal?
Feather.
Yeah. So as he sends out his feather, unknowingly, the axe that they have just blocks this, and they just look like up, and they're like, "You again." With that, is that the end of your turn?
That's mine. So then it would be at Neri at the same time.
Well, it would be Golas. It's all of you guys, because you guys, once you see an attack, everyone else, that was like your signal. So Golas.
Okay, I see.
I'll magic missile this guy.
Okay.
Ba-boom. 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 Ba-boom.
Oh, damn.
Just suddenly, you open up your book, and you send out your 3 missiles, and they just hit him square in the chest as he falls back. This guy is also out.
Holy shit.
My god. These guys are pussies, for real.
Not like orcs are hard to fight. And also, you guys have a whole round ahead of them, so.
Yeah.
True.
I'm gonna happily just start running to right about there.
Okay. That's it for you.
I can't believe sneaking actually worked for once. Holy shit.
Bomrand, go ahead.
Yeah, it's because I wasn't there, bruv. Alright, I had ready action dash, so I will just do that to here.
Do. You just hear they just hear the clanging as this metal man comes up. Neri.
I don't think I have anything else I can really do. So
Neri
Throw
will
your
come a
weapon.
little
Well, I
bit
mean, I
closer.
can, but I don't want to waste spell slots on it.
Yeah, we're still good for the most part. So Neri will go ahead, shoot with his bow. That's not how I shoot with his bow. Okay, let me do this. Let me just do this. Make my life easy. Okay. So yeah, that obviously hits as Neri's arrows just curve, trick shots it. That's going to be 9 damage on this orc in the back as it gets him in the shoulder. Shion, go ahead.
How far can I throw Zakun?
Wait, what? You
I'm
wanna throw
throwing him into the
Zakun?
fray. I'm
What's your
throwing him into the fray.
What's your strength?
Really low. 8.
Zakun.
If
8
I
feet.
have 8 strength, how far can I throw something?
Not far, bruv.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's terrible. D&D, what was I gonna look up?
Okay, are Zakun an improvised weapon?
If you want to throw him, I don't think you'll get him that close. However, you
Well,
might be.
is he an improvised weapon? Because I can throw him at disadvantage up to 60 feet if he's an improvised weapon.
I think his weight is too much for you to throw. I think you're gonna throw out your back
Fuck.
trying to throw him. That's the problem. He is a dragon. Just.
Can I at least shot put? Does he have wings?
No, he does not.
Damn it. Can't even like shot put him and he starts to fly into the fray. Alright.
So, yeah, it's like roughly the size of a large
Okay.
wolf or full-grown. Yeah, like.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20. Can I still...
You might be able to get him like 5 feet if you tried to throw him.
I could chuck him over the fence.
Yeah,
He could
that's
run in.
about it.
Yeah, actually, that sounds way more funny. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna chuck him over the fence, and then I'm assuming how far can Zakun move?
40 feet.
And Zakun's gonna run up there and start fucking up that wolf.
Oh yeah, Zakun has a turn literally on Neri's turn. But
Yeah.
I'm kind of just giving it for you to use right now. So
Yay. Alright. Zakun, I fucking shot put Zakun. His dummy
Zakun,
thick butt
go
over the
like a
fence.
Pokeball. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna-
Okay,
he's
so I'll
gonna
have
fuck
Zakun
up
bite.
the-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Attack. No, he does not do this. He his tummy's a little upset from that throw. He's never experienced such a thing like that.
Oh no.
You need to
Alright.
work on this combo.
Okay,
it's
I
still
guess
your
I'll just stay behind the fence. They probably don't know I'm here. They probably just saw this little orange dragon get.
They just saw an orange
climb over
yeah,
the
like,
fence.
where'd you come from? Yeah, it's like it just came out from over the fence. Yeah.
Okay, in that case, then I'll move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and hide in the brush still.
Okay. With that, right, that's the end of that. Okay, that's the end of your surprise round. So go ahead, Arch.
Okay. All right. So basically, what happened was I line up my shot on the wolf, kill it, then I'm gonna do a roll forward here, just like roll 5 feet forward, and then line up my shot at the other orc and try to shoot and go try to blast him.
Okay.
So let's see. So that is and Zakun is close. Okay, I'm not advantage, but assuming I hit this. Yes. Okay. So that's gonna hit.
Yeah. Just
so let's see.
+7.
This, and then come on. And then this, and then this.
Okay. With
So
that,
13.
that shot is more than enough to make this guy out. Falls down to the ground.
And then Aaron is going to try to fire his feathers at the wolf.
Okay.
Cool.
That definitely hits. All right. With that, you see out of Zakun's mouth some bubbles come out. And they go towards the wolf. So, okay, come on, roll the d6. Roll, okay, we got 4. Making this wolf, his fur just gets drenched in bubbles, and he starts shivering as he takes 4 damage.
Is it cold?
Yes.
Okay. I was wondering.
Zakun is currently cold.
I was wondering if it's cold or if it was like acid from whatever he ate.
No, he's currently in cold mode. Because of the bubble bath.
Oh.
Alright. At that, that's it from you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Golis.
My turns are pretty simple.
Let's. Yeah, I'll just launch a firebolt at the dog.
Okay. Go ahead. That will hit.
Praise the Lord. Light his ass on fire.
As you do so, this thing had just been cold, made to soak. You shoot a firebolt at it. It's thinking, yes, some heat. What it doesn't realize is it's going to be knocked out from that heat. With that, you guys are out of combat.
All right.
Good in it, my bruv.
So I am going to go over here, and I want to see what they were. I guess I'm still. I don't know if we caused the commotion or not. So I'm still trying to move up, crouch kind of sneakily, in the spy movies, if people would I don't know, or whatever, you'd take someone out real quick and then you slowly move up afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
That type thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my movement right now. So I'm coming up here and trying to check what they're guarding, or if they were guarding anything.
You notice that they were kind of keeping an outpost of this building.
Okay.
Based on how they were
that's,
moving. Mm-hmm.
That's possibly spoilers, considering it has to do with the quest. So what do you mean reward given by Big Al, or if Big Al is dead, I get 100 gold? Do we want to kill him?
So,
or are you saying there's an alternate
the man
solution to
who's giving us our quest?
So pretty much what it's saying is, if you're able to see, because your goal here is to save Big Al.
Oh,
but if
I
it
see.
turns out
I
that
see.
he's dead.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I thought Big Al was one of the orcs. And
No,
I was
no.
all right, time to fuck up Big Al. No.
Yeah, no. You're trying.
All
Your
right.
goal is to save Big Al, but if he's dead, that's what the alternate reward is for.
Okay, so seeing, coming up to here, seeing how kind of what they were, I guess, kind of guarding. Do I notice any commotion coming from there? Does it seem at all like we were
make a
detected
perception check
at all, or are we still kind of hidden?
Make a perception check. The most important skill. You do notice, whoa, Google, no, stop. Okay. You do notice that there seems to be a bit of faint noise coming from the building, but it's hard to say what it's from. Whether it's because there's something going on inside, whether it's because they're readying a defense. You don't know why, but you do hear some faint noise coming from the building.
Okay, is this a little path?
Yeah, that's supposed to be a little path. Yeah, this whole map, this whole left side of the map is not to scale, interestingly enough. It's weird.
All right, so I am going to kind of signal to the group. and I'm going to like kind of make my way slowly up to the building.
Mhm.
Trying to be stealthy, I guess. Are you keeping the same stealth, or do you want me to roll again?
For this, roll a new one because you just had combat.
Okay. That's what I figured. I wanted to double check. Nice. Okay. So I'm going up to the door.
Okay.
Assuming there's a door to like this
Yeah,
building
yeah,
or
yeah.
like,
There's
something.
definitely doors.
So I kind of want to listen in, see if I could get a better idea of
I would say with your passive perception,
going on.
you hear. Let me double check. You would start from there. You hear. It's from right there, right? Let me double check this because I'm pretty sure I know how this map works, but it's weird. Just past it. Blah, blah, blah. You would be coming in from right there. Yeah, okay. You hear some like faint munching sounds, like something's being chewed on
Okay.
as you start approaching.
I kind of hold up one like finger to my lips, like shh, be quiet, and then kind of like signal a couple people to come, signal them to come closer. Like whoever of my companions want to come closer.
Yeah, I'll remount Zakun. Or not mount. I guess he mounts me, remounts me, and I'll come closer.
Okay, go ahead, make a stealth check as you approach.
Is Neri? I would guess Neri's coming too.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll tag along.
Same.
You did a good job.
Okay. I would say, yeah. So as everyone kind of like starts getting closer, Shion, your path through the cornfields though is a little less than conspicuous.
Mm-hmm.
And it does seem that as you approach, you do hear them suddenly like get quiet, as if people are starting to listen for something. And you suddenly hear like sounds of like metal scraping wood.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, as I hear this, I'm gonna say, quiet. And to prepare for this, I am going to cast Bless on myself, Neri, and Shion, as we're the closest.
Okay.
Oh my god, bless, what a good spell. People who use bless are so cool.
Yes, we have two of them in our party.
Double
Okay.
bless.
Anything else?
Okay. I am going to say, or kind of be at the door. Everyone, like, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Or kind of like, I kind of do it like a silent, even though they might hear
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
I
like
kind
a
of do
hand
a,
signal thing.
like a silent nod.
So
And what do you do in return to my like silent nod?
I nod and then I take Zakun's head and also like make like force nod him.
What does Neri do?
You notice like Zakun doesn't like the forcefulness of it.
Oh no.
Because he was going to do it anyways.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm ready. Though
Okay,
it
so
might
I'm
be a
gonna
good idea if yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So I'm gonna do count. Oh well. Yeah, I'm gonna count 1.
Who's
Like
the next
finally
one,
do
generally?
1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to try to burst into the room. Hopefully, this door's unlocked.
All right, let me move you in. So anyone that you guys were all here, let me move your characters to this screen. Can I not move more than one at a time? How annoying.
Ooh. Teleportation! Oh wait, I don't actually have to...
I'll just move Aaron here for
I
now.
don't even have to actually use my spell slot on the Bless. Forgot about that. That's cool.
Is that
Fey
Fey
touched.
touched? Yeah.
Yeah. Such a good perk, or such a good feat.
It is, but I've used it
It's
so many
overused.
times that like I take different feats
Damn.
now.
Yeah, same.
It was between that or skilled, but oh shit! Could have warned me, Craft.
Never. Ah, ha ha ha.
Why
I
are
gotta
we
figure out
doing...
how
the bot.
to do this because I'm just using my phone.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah. So I guess
So go ahead, make some. Come on, work with me here.
God damn it! I keep dropping. I keep dropping my headphone.
So with that, go ahead and roll some new initiatives.
Dude, are you fucking me? I got one higher than last time.
Same as last time. Neat.
Yikes.
Oops. Jesus Christ.
Okay. With that, who's up first? Oh, wow, it's still you. Great. With that, I guess, Arch, go ahead as you've bursted through this door and you see an orc at the ready with another wolf.
Alright, I'm gonna just shoot this one.
Okay.
So, let's take a shot at him. Cool.
That definitely hits.
Cool. And, let's not roll a 1 for once. There we go. And then my lightning launcher damage. It's gonna say sneak attack, but it's my lightning launcher damage. So he does that. Where is Aaron?
I dragged him. He's right outside the building.
Oh, well, he shouldn't be.
Well, you can drag him in.
What?
Oh,
I
wait,
can't
walls.
seem to.
Yeah,
Can you drag
walls,
him like
walls,
right
walls.
next to me? He's
Yeah.
kind of like on my shoulder. He's kind of like he's like kind of hovering above me. Yeah. He's like how high is the ceiling in here?
I mean, it's like a normal human house, so I would say
Okay.
take
Yeah,
that
he's
as
like-
you will.
He's like hovering above my head, probably like, I don't know, 8-9 feet up or something. Okay, and then he's gonna take his He's going to take his shot at the same guy that I attacked.
Okay.
The orc. Yes. Oh wait, that's damage. Whoops, my bad.
Okay.
That is the roll.
Yeah.
So
So
cool.
feather goes into slice. Okay.
And I guess I will then move us out of the way here, so hopefully more people can get in. I'll move here, actually.
All right, Bombrand, go ahead.
The door's not open, I assume?
It is.
And
It
how
is
the
open
fuck
because
am-
Arch kicked it open.
I kicked it open.
Okay, alright. I walk in.
I was very aggressive with my attacking.
I go here.
Mm-hmm.
And I cast I'll cast Inflict Wounds because I've never used it thus far.
Oh,
Which one
shit.
did you hit? Sorry, Arch.
He hit the orc.
I hit the orc.
Okay. And how's the orc looking?
I mean, he took a few shots, so not very good.
Okay, well I'll cast Inflict Wounds on the wolf then.
Okay.
Never mind, I won't.
That's as you go in to touch the wolf, it starts barking at you and like avoiding your hand, and you're not able to get that touch in.
Alright, well that's just yet another lesson to me that I should literally fucking always just cast Spiritual Weapon and then attack on the first turn of combat, so
All right,
that's my turn done.
Shion.
I run in. Zakuun's strapped.
Okay. Sure.
And upon wait, how much have I moved already? Like 15 or something.
Not much.
Seeing as I'm not immediately seeing this guy, I'm gonna go over here and
As
open
you
this door.
open that door, you do notice there is another orc in that room.
That's fine. Okay, how much have I moved in total?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I believe.
I've moved 30.
Oh no, you've
There's no
gone.
way.
Oh, you've gone through the angles. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Hang on, let me move it correctly.
Yeah, because if you were right next to Neri, right? So 5, 10, 15,
5, 10,
20,
50.
25.
Why is this fucking board? 15, 20, 25,
And then you went up.
30.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my action to dash. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Ah, shit. 60.
Okay. And Zakuun's going with you all this way?
Sure.
Okay.
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 Bonus action. Wait, is it this round? Where's the wording on this? Well, then until the end of the current turn. Okay, that would not be good. Okay, no bonus action from me. That's a pass. I drop down Zakuun and say, go get that man.
Oh, that was... Oh my god. Okay. You want Zakuun to go to who?
The orc that we found.
Okay. With that, it is this guy's turn.
Oh god, Gallus, did you roll a natural 1 on your initiative?
No.
He's going to go ahead, take his axe, and swing at you. Yikes. As it just clangs onto your armor and reverberates. That's going to be his turn. With that, it is the wolf's turn. The wolf, not liking that its owner was attacked, it's going to move to the side and go after Arch. So it's going to get that. Okay. However, Bomber like sticks his arm out to block it from going after Arch, and it's not able to attack you.
You have my current AC, right, Craft?
Yeah, should.
Okay.
Yeah.
17?
Yeah. Okay.
Just making sure.
Neri. Oh, right, me. Neri is going to go ahead. Small spaces, my bow doesn't work in here, and he's going to swap to his rapier as he goes up to the orc, and he'll use his rapier on that. Which hits. And I think I don't even need to roll this, but yeah. As this guy just gets sliced down. And he will move the rest of his movement over here to clear the path. Go ahead, Mr. Golas.
Alright, I'm on 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I will use...
Oh, right, Zakun's turn. So many things. 1 second, let's do Zakun's turn. If you don't mind. Zakun will go back and go in for that bite. Oh, I didn't show you guys that, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so Zakun is able to get that bite in. Let's damage it. That's going to be 6 damage on this guy. Okay, sorry about that, go ahead.
Alright, I'm gonna use Toll the Dead.
Okay.
Ah, shit.
That is a wisdom save.
Pets are so much fun.
It does not save.
It should have been.
But so it does take 3 damage. Okay.
I rolled the wrong dice.
No, it was not injured yet.
Oh, it wasn't?
It was not hit yet. This wolf has not been hit yet.
Oh.
So that was the correct one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Is there anything else from you?
Nope.
Okay. Arch, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna try to like roll over here out of the way of the wolf. I'll take.
You'll take the opportunity?
Oh.
Okay.
If you want to use it.
Of course I'm gonna use it. As it doesn't hit.
Cool, so I dodge out
Yeah.
of so I dodge out
As
of
it
the way
goes
of
in
his
for
bite.
another attack on you, you just roll out of the way. Yeah.
And then I'm going to try to shoot it with my so I'm gonna roll out of the way. As I roll, I like take out my fist and try to shoot it with my lightning launcher. It's on my wrist. Assuming that hits.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I get that one plus. Is it still alive?
That is not alive.
Okay, then I won't roll my sneak attack. All right, so that one's dead. So guess then that was 5, 10. Shion moved through this door, right?
Yes.
Oops. Okay, so I'm gonna go 15. Aaron's gonna fly back onto my shoulder. 15, 20.
Okay.
20. This is a window here by me.
Yeah.
25. Aaron's kind of just circling around my head, and then Aaron, seeing this orc here, is gonna gang up with his best friend Zakun,
Okay.
and try to take a shot at it.
Of course.
With this time he's gonna like slap his wings together and kind of do
Okay, yeah, like an air shell.
yes,
That will hit.
cool.
I have a question, but I'm a little worried that I might mess up the map. Can you toggle that one setting where it's like you can keep token vision on, but it like reveals what you like last saw?
Aaron, work.
That's right below it, I think.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. 1 second then. So as you do the the air shot goes, Zakun will go ahead and release some bubbles. Zakun out here being a pog champ, as he releases some bubbles, and they just completely explode in front of this orc's face. So he is out.
Yes, Zakun and Aaron, let's go, pets. Pets are so.
However, you are not out of trouble just yet.
The God, having Aaron's almost like polearm master.
Okay, I believe
it's like
it
same
is.
damage to butt action.
Okay, I believe it's this one. Okay. I don't know if it starts tracking only after though. I think the way I have it set up is that technically, you guys are only there's like no actual like fog. It's just you only see each room. But yeah. All right.
No, because I can see into the
Through to the door.
Yeah,
like,
so
yeah,
it's
you
like
have token vision. But what I'm saying is like, there's a way to make it like.
Yeah, no, I just turned it on. I should have. Should be on now.
Turned what on?
So you should be able to see what rooms you've already moved through.
Let me refresh, see if it fixes it. If not,
Yeah,
I'll,
'cause
If
it's
not,
not
it
that
might be
cool.
just like starting now. That could just be why. Yeah, it might only start after I turn it on. So.
Okay, so I might have to. Okay, so I might move back here.
So is that it for your turn?
I'm just moving so I can see things.
Same.
All right, is that it for your turn, Arch?
Okay, yeah, so that works now. Yes.
Okay.
Where was I? I was here.
You're in that corner.
Oh.
Bomrand, go ahead.
Alright.
And where is Aaron?
Yeah.
He's like
Where
in this
even
corner.
the fuck are the enemies right now?
Somewhere in this building.
Where's Aaron's token?
He's like in this corner from where you were before.
Has anyone been in here
should-
yet?
He should be.
Shion moved up there.
Aaron
Yeah,
should
I'm
be
up
kind
there.
of hovering over
Are there
me.
Are there any enemies in there right now?
There we
go.
Shion's there and he doesn't
Thank
see
you.
anything.
The door to my left, or the door right here, connects back to my room. There's a staircase. I'm gonna go down. There's also a staircase over here.
Okay, This is a door as well, though, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where's it go? Do we
I don't know.
do we know?
Go through and find out.
All right. Well, I
As-
get here and
yeah.
I open the door.
Yeah, so as you approach and you open that door, it appears to just be a closet. And it just has some dinnerware that has been thoroughly smashed. Your guess by the orcs.
That's fucking annoying. Okay, dash action.
Okay.
What's over here?
That leads to, if I remember correctly, let me double check. Okay, I'm like 90% sure those go up to here.
Alright, I think I have 10 foot left.
Yeah.
So I get to here and end my turn.
Okay. Shion.
I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, however it takes me.
You come upstairs here. And as you enter a room which has some more enemies.
Oh my god, that's a lot.
Is it
I
really
shout
a
down.
lot?
I shout down the staircase. I might need some help up here. So I've done 15 feet. So 20, 25, 30. Positional advantage, because now only, like, at least, like, 2 of them can hit me, really. Oh, hi, Bomberin. I turn down this hallway and I see Bomberin. Oh, shit, you're over here.
Don't worry, bro. I got you covered.
You're just so funny, because I didn't even see you until I moved down the hallway. Okay.
I was like, what are they talking about? We see nothing.
Yeah. With my... Oh, I guess I still have an action and a bonus action. Okay. With my bonus action, I'm going to activate my clown.
Okay.
Each of your melee attacks. Okay. Well, I'm not melee, but I will chuck a dart that Bombrand made me.
Ooh. Who are you chucking this at?
I'll chuck this at, well, probably the orc. I would imagine, depending on the way the staircase works, I can't really see him.
Yeah. That's very... You chuck the dart. This is your first dart, right? So it's
Yeah.
your first time throwing one of these, and it's like, I cannot figure out the way, and it just, like, barely flies in front of you. You're just barely able to get it to fly. So it does not hit, sadly.
Okay. That is my turn.
With that, Shion, behind you, and Bombrand, do you see this? You hear a door open as another orc appears.
I'm gonna smack him in the back of the head when it's my turn.
Oh, not Nary's turn. It is Mr. Orc's turn. He's going to come out, looks left, looks right. He's like, what the fuck? I was eating a perfectly good meal. Seeing that you're made of what appears to be metal, just coated in metal armor, he's going to run towards Shion and go for an attack there. Let's roll for an attack. Let's hit. Hell yeah. That hits. That is... Whoo! This guy's angry that you interrupted his meal. You're going to take 14 points of damage. That is going to be his turn. Nary, it is his turn. He's going to ask...
I'll be right back.
Yeah. He's going to ask Golas, Arthur, do you guys think you have this covered?
Sure, I'll hope so.
Upstairs?
I mean...
I ran into the other room, so...
I'm thinking I'm going to go outside just in case there's any more. And protect our equipment.
Good.
And protect our supplies that we need to deliver.
Sounds like a plan.
So that's 20, 30, and so that means he will be back outside. I don't know if Sakuna will be able to make that, though. Let's see. 25, 30. Yeah, okay. So,
Crash,
yeah.
Crash just doesn't want to deal with playing with Nary anymore.
I already talked to him. I already said that I was going to have him guard your supplies. That was my main plan from the beginning. He was going to be your supply guarder.
Nice.
Okay. So I'm going to remove him from the initiative. Okay. Plus, I also balanced this for 4 because of that. With that, it is Wolf's turn. No, it is Wolf's turn. The wolf will go ahead and go in for that pounce on you. It is going to go in for the pounce. As it goes in for the bite, yikes, this hits as well. And it gets its teeth in you. You're going to take 7 damage, and I'm going to need a strength save from you.
Who's making the save?
Shion.
Don't forget you got your D4. You're still blessed.
Oh, did he just come back?
Hashtag blessed.
Blessed. Shion.
Oh shit, I blessed. That's unfortunate.
Shion.
Yeah, you did bless our supply guarder.
Okay, since he is out, I'll do it for him. Saving throw. Yeah, that D4 is going to be important. Yikes. That's a bit
Damn, I
unfortunate.
just got back to make my save.
Oh, you want to make it?
No, it's fine, it's fine.
No, you're going to want to make it.
Okay.
Don't forget your D4 for bless after you roll it.
Yeah, so make a strength save.
You can do both at the same time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty much as bad as me. Okay, so you're going to take 7 damage as this wolf bit into you. And due to the pain of this wolf biting into you, you are knocked prone.
What the fuck?
Soon you'll get to the point where you're fed up with reminding people and you'll just not say anything about bless and give up.
So you are prone, Shion.
I mostly cast it so I could have a better chance of hitting, but so far I haven't even needed it.
This orc is going to go here, and he's going to laugh at your misfortune. That's his turn.
What? What?
Golis, go ahead. Oh yeah, you guys don't see this. This is funny.
Oh, shit.
You guys just hear some just like really loud cackling coming from upstairs.
So I was right here, and right here, and Misa done.
Okay, Mr.
Actually, no, we'll dash.
Alright. That's the... Oh, I guess he doesn't know that that's just a closet.
Oh, it's just a closet?
I would say that Bomberin probably left the door open to show that it's a closet.
Yeah, I would have left the door open in frustration.
That's 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
Which, Craft, which way did... Okay, so which way did Bomberin go? Because I would have seen them run. Did they go up
Bomberin and
this way?
Golis both went up these stairs.
Okay.
So it is your turn, yes.
Okay, so 30, 35, and then I guess I'll dash.
Okay.
So, and Aaron will also dash.
I refuse. Okay.
Cool. So that's 35. I guess I'm getting to here, or can I pass through Bomberin?
Yeah, you can pass through each other. That's fine.
Okay, so that's... Sorry, so that was 40. Oh, I guess it tells me.
I mean, it's going to be off because I had to drag you to the other... Yeah.
Okay, I guess I will come here in front of Gallus, and, then Aaron, wherever he is, I lost him. I have him float. I'm just put him to like in the. He's floating directly above me, but put him in like this space.
You want him
Just
to
like
go
it's-
into that room? I mean, I have him.
No, he's flying above me, but just for showing where I don't. Yeah, just so I can see him without.
Yeah.
But he's like circling above my head.
Yeah.
All right, so that is my turn. Guess I'm bracing for this orc.
Bombrind.
Right. Do I have to do double movement speed to get 3 people?
Nah, I would say for teammates you're fine. I mean, it's
Alright,
teammates. It's like I don't think it's that big of a deal, right?
I just imagine
you see your
Bombrind kinda
teammate
like
and you're like, I'll pass. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of imagine him walking up like, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me.
Alright.
Nah, it's
Yeah,
Bombrind. He's not
exactly.
that nice. Okay, go ahead.
Alright. I cast spiritual weapon over here.
Okay. Okay. And who's this spiritual weapon against?
It doesn't really matter, I just choose when I attack it, but I'll go for the wolf now, because it's right in front of
that's
Shion.
what I meant, yeah. It's just
It's
your
21.
Yeah, that definitely hits. It's just this forge hammer. I'm guessing the usual form,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
So that's 8 damage, and then I will just Warhammer.
How much damage did I take from the?
7 from
So
the
I
wolf
should
bite.
be at 10. Yeah.
Hmm. Will I or won't I? Or will I or won't I? That is the question.
This is 14. Let's see.
I'll just use Toll the Dead on the wolf as well, actually, because it's already damaged and I want to try and kill it so it
Okay.
doesn't get another round of damage on Shion. So I'll need a.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh wait, but the wolf dying would open up the path for the orcs next turn.
Okay, go
That's
ahead.
kinda
Roll versatile
metagaming.
damage. It does hear some sound, whatever that sound is of your choice.
It's the
That
forge
bell.
hitting the anvil,
forge,
the
okay.
forge hammer hitting the anvil. So it's
With that-
7 more damage.
That makes the wolf, as it shrieks in pain, you see blood coming out of its ears. This wolf is going down. I'll move it to the
Nice.
side to open up the path.
And that's my turn.
God, the orc gonna smack me.
I don't know if they can move through the spiritual weapon. To be honest.
Well, I mean, regardless, you can just path.
I
to
mean,
the
yeah,
right
they
and
can just
up.
go around it anyways.
Not
would
if
say-
I move it here, loser.
Well, no, you can't because you just summoned it.
Well, yeah, I can. As
Well,
a bonus action on my turn, I can move
but
the
you
weapon up
su-
to
you
20 feet
summoned
and
it.
attack
Yeah,
with
but
it.
you just summoned it as a bonus action on your turn.
No, it's part of the thing, isn't it? When you cast a spell, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of you.
Right,
Oh, okay,
but
yeah, right.
you
so I can't
just
move it. Yeah,
you just
gotcha.
summoned it is what I'm saying. So you did it the first time and summoned it and it appeared. So yeah. So this first one would still get to go through and attack.
Sure.
And you are prone, sir.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, spaghettios and didios. So that means an attack against you is going to have advantage. As this guy is going to take his axe. He's going to go kachinka, pachinka. Good thing he had advantage. Yikes. Okay. Yeah, that axe is coming down on you as you're on the ground. Wow. Come on. This is supposed to be better than that. You're going to take 4 damage.
Yes.
It's not a great axe.
I've been beaten the fuck up, but I'm chilling. I'm about to go off this turn. I'm angry. Alright.
Alright, it's your turn.
So, to start off, I will activate my fighting spirit. So I get 5 temp,
Okay.
and now I have advantage on my next attack. I still have my thing active. I'll use 15 feet of my movement to stand up.
Okay.
I'll attack the guy behind. Has he been hurt? The one behind me?
Neither of these have been hit.
Okay. I'll attack the one behind me with advantage.
Okay. 23 definitely hits. You're attacking the guy next to you.
The one behind me.
Oh, behind you, yeah.
And
Okay.
then I get a d6 for Eldritch Maw.
Okay.
How's he looking?
If I can do this. He's doing alright. I mean, that's just one attack. Just one
Okay.
attack.
And then I'll use my action surge to attack again on the same guy. Really? 3 dice, huh?
That sadly does not hit.
That's so dumb. Oh my god. Wait.
Wait, bless.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. D4.
That
That-
for some
that hits.
reason made me go super close to you.
Ah, yes, I helped.
Yeah, that would have been
That
rough
hits.
without that. Thank you for reminding me.
That definitely hits. That's
Is this guy facing me?
You're attacking the guy between you and Bomber.
Behind
correct?
me. Yeah, correct.
I
So he's
would
facing me,
say
right?
yeah, because he went up to attack you.
Okay. So, I also get the D6 of the. It doesn't matter. He's already dead.
Yeah, that second attack does him in.
So, like, basically, I've activated my what's it called, fighting spirit. So I fucking stand up. I'm like fucking. You see, like, you hear like two claps of like the sheath getting clanked. You see like two, like, I'm not even facing him. Two stab marks are now like through his chest as two of my like dragons also like my inky dragons like chomped onto him and he just falls to the ground.
All right. Is there anything else from you?
No, because fucking what's it called? Healing. No, second wind isn't a fucking free action.
All right. It is. I literally just removed this. What? Oh. Oh no. Okay. It is this guy's turn.
I effectively had more HP than I did last turn.
Seeing as his just mystical weapon was attacked him out of nowhere, he is going to go back up, grab a javelin, and chuck it.
Would Shion have half cover from the cut in front of him?
Yes. Perfect. It just hits the wall beside his friend. His friend, like, you just don't understand. It's like unintelligible grunts to you guys. Unless you speak Orcish. But yeah. That's going to be that. Golis, go ahead.
Both of them have taken damage.
Incorrect.
Which one's taking damage? This one?
Neither.
Neither? Ugh.
Killed the other one.
I guess I will just... I'll firebolt the back one.
Okay. There's a lot of people blocking in your way, just as a heads up. So it will have, some cover.
Actually, that's a 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Fuck.
Yes.
You could stand on this though.
Oh, yeah, I guess I could.
He's
right?
dead now.
I mean, you're still in the way, and then his
Yeah.
friend, yeah. So, I mean, there's still going to be some cover.
That's fine. I'll still use firebolt.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
And then
You want to do the one in the far back, correct?
Yes.
I will give that to you. Go ahead. As that firebolt hits him. Firebolt hits him.
Woo!
5 damage. Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it for me.
All right, Mr. Archibald.
I'm sorry, which one did you...
He firebolted the one in the far back.
This one?
Yes.
Cool.
Does
that one's-
Mary have Zakoon again?
Yes.
This is
They're
sad.
scouting out front just in case more come up.
Okay.
Cool, so that one is going to... Shit. You know what? No, I'm gonna attack this one.
Okay.
With my lightning launcher. Ooh, that's not great.
Nat one table, nat one table,
Uh,
nat one table.
Wait.
I'm gonna get shot.
Barman gets electrified, stops working.
That would suck.
As you go in and you shoot your lightning launcher, it just goes poof, and just smoke starts coming out of it. There's a little malfunction, it seems. You have disadvantage on your next attack roll.
That's unfortunate. In general,
Yes.
or just
So
using that weapon?
your next attack roll, yeah. Yeah, so whatever you
Okay.
use for your next attack is going to have disadvantage.
Cool. Well, Aaron is going to try to take a shot at this guy then.
Same person, the one in the far back?
No, the closest one,
Okay.
which was
Just-
also
just
the one I
making
was
sure.
trying to hit.
Okay, just making sure.
With,
Yeah, go ahead.
Mine.
I feel like you guys haven't been getting the worst things from the table. That's not going to hit. As he shoots him, it just seems
Cool.
that there's too many people in the way that makes it harder for him to aim, as of right now.
Yeah, that's okay. That's my turn.
Alright, it is Omrin's turn.
Alright.
My other idea. Oh well.
Fucking Goal. I thought Golos was dead for a second because he was standing on top of the.
No, that's just Golos' mask, man.
Excuse me.
True. Alright,
I
I
just
will
Larjo.
attack with my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
On the orc right in front of Shion. That's
That does
14.
hit. That will hit.
Oh, nice. Alrighty. That is max 12 damage.
Okay.
And then I'll hold the dead on him as well.
Of course. Yeah. The strats.
So it's a DC
Yep.
fucking I don't even remember.
Yeah, I mean it says it right there when you click it, so we're all good.
Oh,
Yeah,
it does
go
it?
ahead. Yeah, that's the best part. Go ahead, roll versatile damage. As this guy
Alrighty.
fails and he puts his
5 damage.
blood comes out of his ears, and he is not able to cover up, and he is out.
Alright, I picture when I kill someone with this combo, I picture it as like the hammer like smacks down and then the sound of it hitting is like delayed and
Oh
really,
my
like,
god!
metallic, and then like so it's like it kind of hits and then they wait a second and then they like
That's right.
suffer the effects.
All right.
And I'll also come up to here.
Just moving him. Okay. Shion.
I will run forward.
Naruto sprint.
Yeah.
He's giving in finally. We did it. It only took 8 sessions.
Yeah, Naruto's a samurai, not a ninja.
That hits.
I'll reroll that one. Actually, I'll just reroll the whole damage because I'm epic.
Because I'm epic. Sure.
Hey, that worked.
Somehow, you weren't about to slice an important artery, but you ended up doing it.
Just
And you
gonna
ended
pin
up
him to the
killing.
fucking wall, yeah. Fucking pull my sword back, flick the blood off.
With that, you are out of combat.
That being said, not knowing if there's more enemies in here, because I would imagine there are, I only have a minute of Eldritch Maw, and it's only been like round 3 or so. So should we keep doing like movement as if there are rounds, just to make it easy, or no?
What do you guys want to do?
I don't really
Let's just-
care.
Question, Craft.
Yes.
For the fumble tables,
Mhm.
is the like next attack roll with disadvantage that goes away after we're out of combat,
Yeah,
right?
you guys are out of combat, so that won't happen now.
Cool. I was just
Yes.
making sure because if it didn't, then I was just going to shoot out a window or something.
Oh my god.
No, you can't get around it that easy, mate.
Yeah, no.
What do you mean?
It
You can
actually,
attack
by the
over and
wording,
break
it
the
actually
door open.
says at a target, so you would have had to actually specifically attack someone.
No,
Rules
you
is
just
Just
written.
find like
target, or a door can be a
a
target. I'm trying to
like
break
a
this
No,
door open.
At a
Okay.
living being. Yeah. I mean, I can keep track of time somewhat.
Okay.
I have
Well,
an
I can
idea.
just say for every 30 of movement, it'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
6. Or it'll be like
So,
around
what would you
6
guys like to
seconds
do?
or
We'll just keep
something.
this up as ambient music for now.
So
I guess we keep. I guess I'll just peek into this room here.
Yeah, so go ahead.
You
You guys can click on doors to open them if they're not open.
Anything in this room?
How is this guy already dead?
No, I just moved that one because like I moved some
Oh.
of them. Yeah. Okay, so the one that you just moved into Aaron, or Arch. Let's see Aaron's name on there. Okay. It
You can get
appears.
rid of him
It
now.
appears to be. Wait, he's underneath you. It appears to be a room that was just used by the ranch hands, similar to the one that came into town. As there's just like a couple beds there, and there seems to be like some small lockers with clothes.
Okay.
You also find like
I'm
in
gonna
one
go-
of the lockers, if you were to look through it, like a small pendant that probably
Oh.
belonged to one of them.
Okay. What's anything special about the pendant?
Nah, I mean maybe it just belonged to someone special to him, and that's about it.
Okay, I guess I'll take the pendant, and then I want to go check
What's-
this other one also.
What's in my room?
Shion, in your room, that seems to appear to be Big Al's bedroom,
Okay.
as it has a very large bed in the back, has a nice cedar wardrobe next to it, and you also see some very nice paintings of landscapes all around the room. And I said this is Big Al's. I mean, it's just the biggest room with a bed, so. And seeing as it's Big Al's ranch, you could probably guess that it's his room.
Yeah.
If you're looking for anything specific, go ahead. Arch, that appears to just be another
No.
ranch hand bedroom.
Anything of note in here as I'm kind of like looking through real quick?
I would say like just some like nice personal effects. Maybe there's like a nice notebook by one of the ranch hands that was just like being like, oh, this is what we did today. Like maybe some letters from his parents.
Okay. So I guess I'm just gonna head out to the hallway then.
Okay.
Bloop.
Shion,
What
in that
yeah.
bedroom, it appears to be an office, as there's just a desk. It does seem to like the desk has kind of like been shoved over though. Your guess is by the orcs. And there's just papers and like all these books, all like messed up, all on the ground. So yeah.
Okay. I'm like just running in a panic trying to find him.
That's
What
just a
about in here?
closet. There's just a mop, a
There's
broom,
no-
and a bucket.
Where could he be? I remember seeing
I'm
a well
bucket and a
outside.
mop. That's a
I'm gonna
wet
go-
ass pussy.
I'm gonna go check the
Nope.
well.
Nope.
I'm gonna go check the well.
So you
I'm
want to
worried about
go
the
outside?
well. Yeah, I'm worried about the well.
So as you go outside, so you'd be coming out through here. So I'm the only one that can move you between the things. Haha. You should
I
be able
fit
to go
through
outside.
here. There we go.
You should be able to get
I
out.
look down the well,
It just appears to be a normal well.
and if I go right here, what is this?
You notice a cellar door,
All right,
and
I try and open it.
it opens fairly easily. And as you open it, there does appear to be some light coming out from it.
Oh. Is it like a tunnelway, or like how deep is it?
I mean, there's some steps to go down, definitely.
Okay. Are there any open windows in the house?
I would say maybe there's a
At
few.
least
You might
one.
need to look
Okay,
around.
I'll just shout out and say, "Hey guys, there's a cellar down here." I've pretty much opened all the rooms. Can't seem to find...
What's he selling?
Oh my god. I can't seem to find Big Al.
Chocolates.
Chocolate. So are they able to hear me?
Let's see. Let's double check everybody's. 16, 13. I would say, yeah, everyone except Golas.
I'm deaf.
What can I say?
Except you're welcome. Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming the others hear me now, whether they start to move or
However,
not,
as
and
you
then-
shout it out, you start hearing some growling, Shion.
Okay.
And it seems to be much angrier in spirit
Okay.
than
I have
the
about
growls from the wolves from before.
about 2 more rounds of movement, or 2 more turns of a minute, supposedly, because I've been keeping track of my movement. Actually, I could have been dashing this whole time too, I suppose. But I'm kind of like taking a look at each room, so I'll just say 2 more rounds. So is the party coming down at all? For those who heard me.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll join.
Come on, Gallus.
Okay.
Yeah, follow.
So you guys head down the stairs.
Yeah, I want to enter first, though. I'm not even really waiting for them. Like, I just go
You're
in,
just going in.
hoping they heard me. Yeah.
Oh.
As you enter, you see an orc, and in this room, just
What the fuck
beat
is
up
this?
man, and this giant wolf.
Oh, I
I'm
only saw the
going-
legs, and I...
And as you enter, the wolf immediately starts barking at you. I am going to need some initiative.
That's fine.
From all of us.
Yes,
I'm
you guys are
fucking
outside.
good.
This man is by himself. Yeah.
Can I roll high, please? I've rolled like a 4, a 5, and a 7.
Like, I rolled a 5.
Well, I'm going
Oof.
before them, so that's what matters.
Oof.
Ooh.
Yikers.
At least Orc rolled low.
Don't worry, I'm sure mine'll
Yikes.
be even worse.
Who are we missing
mind.
on initiative? This is everyone? Okay. Well, Shion, I guess your initiative's not so bad.
Yeah,
As you've
Alright.
been
God
rushing
damn.
around.
yeah.
And so as you
Yeah, I'm
entered this
around.
room, you just saw this orc, this wolf, and you see a man beat up in a chair, all bloodied,
Yeah.
just like completely out of it, passed out in a chair in the middle of this room.
15, 20, 25. Okay, I'm gonna run around the side of this guy, and I'm
Mhm.
going to attack, and,
That hits.
okay. I'll reroll the 1. Much better. So that's 11.
Okay.
And then, I got a D6 from Eldritch Maw.
Well then, this orc is out, and how do you finish him out?
I'll just quickly, like, run by, like, and just kind of give, like, a good slice as I'm running through, because my eyes are on the wolf creature.
As you slice this orc to pieces, you just hear a faint home.
Home or ohm?
Home.
Nah, he
Okay.
meditating, bro.
Yeah. And that's from the man or from the wolf?
From the orc. From the orc.
Oh, from the orc. Oh. I guess he's going home. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action for my special property to attack again. That sucks.
Nat one table. Nat one table. Too bad there's no one around
Stab
you.
yourself. Stab yourself.
Too bad there's no one around you, but oh well.
Stab yourself. Stab yourself.
Man, you guys get so lucky with these nat ones, you just miss your attack.
Damn.
You guys are getting so lucky with these nat ones. No fun. Yeah.
Okay,
Excellent.
that's me.
You go in for the attack, and it just this sheer like roar it gives off like catches you off guard, and you're not able to go through with your attack. Bombrand, go ahead.
Alrighty. So where the fuck am I going?
Outside.
This way?
You need to go to the right to get out. Yeah.
Oh, okay, well I'll go. Sure. Oh my god, I can't go. There's a fucking door in the way apparently.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. 25. 30. Okay. Are you gonna dash?
Well, I don't even know where the fuck I'm going to. Is this like a cellar?
Yes, that's a cellar door.
Okay, yeah, sure. Well, I'll dash and I'll be like right at the entrance then.
Okay. With that,
And I'll move my spiritual weapon, I guess, as far as I can, which is
spiritual weapon lasts for 1 minute. Right.
yeah.
Damn. I'll just put it in here for then.
Glass is
Okay.
probably gone now, so let's see. So 5.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, that'll be my
10.
turn then.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Shit. Okay, got a dash.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah, Aaron.
As you guys just see this
dashing.
much bigger wolf as you enter this cellar. And this
Aaron's
man just
dashing.
passed out. Yeah.
Aaron's dashing
You can
with
just
me.
resummon him.
Yeah, I will do that.
Because you told me to get rid of him.
Yep. I'll summon him back if I need it.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my turn.
This man dead. It is this wolf's turn. It will go ahead and go for a bite on Shion, because who else is tasty here? Let's be real. Finally. It's going to hit, and that is going to be a clean 11 damage as this thing sinks its teeth into your shoulder. I am then...
Okay, I rolled like a max fucking second wind earlier.
I'm then going to need a strength save.
Oh, you're not proning me this time, fucker. Am I still hashtag blessed?
I
It
doubt
doesn't matter
by now.
anyways.
Okay.
You've learned.
Yeah, even though this one's bigger too.
Yeah. Well, you may have been that. I don't know if you were or not. It's definitely done that now.
Golis, go ahead.
How long is it? I thought it was like
Oh, a minute. It's a
when,
minute.
I can't remember when you first casted it.
Alright.
Oh, it was before we entered the building, yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Now,
Yeah, so it was almost
do
certainly gone.
Do I know which way they went?
I mean, you saw them all go out of the building, so yeah. So you gotta go out.
Oops. 15, 10, and God, I have no. Do I have any inkling of which way?
I mean, you heard Shion shout about a cellar. That's all you heard.
Okay. Whee!
You're going down into the well? Alright, Golis, can you please make
Geronimo.
Like, can he not just walk down the side of the building with his like shoes?
he
Oh, I do.
Nah,
Is
he
it-
said he jumped, bro.
yeah, he
I
It's
said
too
it.
late now.
I did say so.
Geronimo.
So, I'm. Oh my god. Okay. This is gonna be interesting.
He's literally jumping from like the second floor too.
No. He went down. He's on the first floor.
Oh.
Golis, can you please take 3d6 damage?
What?
As
From the first floor?
Am I
He's
Wait,
going
he
all the way
jumped down
down
the well?
bro.
Oh, he jumped on the well. My bad.
Yeah, bro.
What the fuck?
How the hell do you do that?
Other way, /R.
He's gonna die on the well, and I
Oh,
have
that's
no
not
idea.
bad. Okay, so you're gonna take 9 damage as you just fell down this well. Okay.
I
Is
don't
that your
know how
turn?
he's gonna get out either.
Well, getting
Spider
out for
shoes.
him is easy, yeah.
Oh, he has his slippers, yeah. Okay.
Great. I'm happy with that. Shion, go ahead.
What a
Okay.
fucking dumbass.
I really have no idea.
You guys are just like, where's Golas? Why
It's
is he
funny because
following
he's like
us?
the intelligence character as well.
Yeah.
I will fighting spirit, getting 5 more temp HP and getting advantage on my next attack.
Okay, go ahead.
Go triple dice.
Go. Yeah, that hits. Jesus fuck, 3d20, man.
I'm re-rolling that one.
No.
Much better. So that's 10.
Okay.
And then last round of Eldritch Maw.
Okay. Oh, that's just an additional. Right?
Yeah.
So that's the additional d6, so another
Of
minus.
force, yeah.
Okay.
And that's it.
That's it. Mr. Bomb Mirand.
Ready? Damn,
Set,
okay.
go. Well, someone decided to fall down the well, so you know stuff happens.
True. Alright, well, I will come here and I will move my spiritual weapon over here as a bonus action and smack with it.
Okay.
Alrighty. That is a 8. Never mind.
It just senses it coming and it's able to avoid it.
Yeah. Is this wearing like a collar or anything?
No, it's not.
Okay. I will cast.
Don't tell me you're about to tame this one.
No, it doesn't understand commands.
No, it's not an Absol. We don't care for it.
Yeah. I will cast Inflict Wounds.
Ooh, okay.
Wait, actually, hold on.
Rolls from the bomb range.
Wait, that's 2 spells. Wait, does that work?
Nah, spiritual. I'm not
Go
casting
with
spiritual
spiritual.
weapon.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just,
That's
like,
I
making
just
use
had to
of
double
it.
think on that. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
will
that's so
cast
weird,
Inflict
okay.
Wounds.
Let's go.
23.
That does hit. Yes.
Ready? 3d10.
Does not.
12.
You just hear it howl in pain as you have put your hands on its fur. How dare you?
I have.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah.
Archibald.
Okay. So, what I'm going to do is kind of like I'm going to take that little the amulet I'm wearing off my neck, kind of like slot it in my lightning launcher real quick and get a 10 on my roll. So that's a 17.
Okay.
So does the 17 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. I was hoping so.
And you guys
cool.
didn't like the clockwork amulet last campaign.
Which one?
Oh, it was before you.
Oh,
But
I was
I mean, they
like,
had
huh?
it. They had it with you as well. I think they just never used it. I don't know if you
Oh,
had it.
I
there's
saw
that. And then there's that.
10 damage.
And then there's that. So 18 total damage.
All right, how you finishing off this wolf?
Cool. So basically, I run in the room, kind of dashing, see this going on, and I kind of like do a power slide.
Yeah.
As I power slide in, hit the clockwork, and go, and just like take a nice powerful shot at it, and just like hits it right between the eyes, and he just falls over.
All right.
And then after he falls over, I get up from my power slide and kind of just brush myself off a bit. Like, ooh.
Yeah, especially because this is a very
then
filthy cellar.
Brush myself off, and then I get up, and I'm like, so I get up, I kind of push my pull my hood back, kind of put my as I'm pulling my hood back, I'm kind of brushing my hair back and be like, Big Owl, I presume.
Just no response. This man is conked out.
I'll begin to untie him and
give him a kiss on the cheek.
Aww.
Yeah, I don't really have any way to heal him.
So it's going to take about a minute. Seems that these orcs, if they knew something, it was how to make knots.
It'd take me a minute to cut the knots off.
Oh, you're going to just
untie him.
Well,
I'm just cutting them off.
Okay. Yeah. So you're able to get those ropes off of him. How are you doing in the cell, in the well down there, Golas?
Just peachy.
You want to come out?
I do think.
Yep, I'll climb out.
People say I do think the clockwork amulet will be significantly less useful next level for me.
I mean, I had a really interesting idea with something you could do with it, but you have to think of it yourself.
Oh, cool.
All right, you do it. Wait.
I guess I could work with Aaron with it, or try to.
And this way on a slippery surface. So you're in a well. It does have water, so I don't know how you're gonna get out of there actually with your slippers. It doesn't work on a slippery surface, my dude.
Let's see.
Especially because the part where you're at is gonna be slippery. The top part not so slippery. The bottom part, however, that's problematic. So you're gonna have a tough time getting out.
That's fine. There might be a cantrip I could use.
Okay. How is everyone else? Yeah, so you guys are in this cellar. It's very dirty. But yes, tied to a chair is a very large figure. He's just conked out. But you see a lot of along the edges, wax skulls. Sorry, not wax. Butter skulls. That
Butter.
Yeah, butter skulls.
Mm.
Like skulls made out of butter. Hence the name
Easy.
Butterskull Ranch.
I know what I'm doing.
Okay, what are we doing, Golas?
I'm gonna cast more Tease the Skeletal Grasp and lift my ass out of here.
So that's how tall is that?
Uh,
'Cause I believe that's only 5 feet, and I made you. That's 30 feet down, at the very least.
And
Oh, it's. What did you reflavor? Bigsby's hand?
No, it's not Bigsby's. It's Earthen Grasp.
Okay. Golas
Isn't Bigby's hand level
level 5 or
6 or
6?
something?
Yeah.
Yes, it's
I
a
don't know.
5-foot square, so I'm going to assume it's about 5 feet tall. It's not a very tall hand.
how deep is this?
I would say, though, with that, it would probably get you high enough to get out of the part that's wet. So that would work.
Well, I can do some. How deep is it?
30 feet?
I'm sure to Misty step out.
Okay. Yeah. Use Misty Step to get out. Go ahead.
Is he cut from the ropes yet?
Yes, he would be cut out of the ropes, yes.
Okay.
Sorry, we were dealing with some guy that fell in a well.
Of course, I understand.
And I
Would
still have no idea where they went. So
Great.
do we want to wake him up now, or just carry him while he's unconscious?
I think we try to wake him up now.
Okay. Bonman, any chance you can spare some magic and make him, conscious again?
Yep, sure. I'll cast Healing Word as a bonus action.
As you do so, you do see him like start to feel a little bit better. Seems
8.
his heavy breathing returns a little bit back to normal. As he starts to slowly wake up. Who are you?
Well, we're not with those orcs. The guild asked us to, go on an emergency quest to check up on you, make sure your ranch is okay, and
Is Petunia okay?
Sorry, who?
Petunia,
Who's Petunia, my dude?
my prized cow.
Oh, I'll go check this second. And I run out of the building and I go look for a petunia.
Okay. Arch and Bombrand, what about you two while you're still with him? So
Nah.
one of my ranch hands was able to make it out.
I don't think we've seen
Yes.
anyone except.
Yes, he was.
Oh yeah,
very-
one of them was. Yep, one of them was.
One was able to make it out. He's the one that told us you were in need of help. So we came and helped.
Thank goodness.
Otherwise, you would have been dead, my man. Maybe.
There was.
I don't know. What
You
did
need
these,
to tell him like
what-
that. Good lord.
what did these orcs want?
They came and they just kept saying home. Those of them that spoke common, they kept saying home, home, home. And then they just started to take over. We tried to defend against them, but the ranch hands, and like you can see tears like forming, they slaughtered them. So I told the youngest one to go get some help wherever he could, do what he can. And so that's what happened. Started small. They originally started by just stealing some of our pigs and cows, but then they eventually just wanted to take over.
These orcs
Well,
are a plague
they did
on the
find-
land.
You found us to help you, so consider yourself helped.
Mr. Shion,
Yeah.
can I have you roll a d6?
How many limbs does the cow have left?
Okay.
Hey, what? How many limbs does it have left? It should only have 4 to begin with.
Like you see, he's like struggling to get out of his chair because he's like completely weak. May I have some assistance, please?
Yep, I'll.
Wait, what?
I mean, he has 8 health. Commoners have 10 health.
Okay, I am trying to roleplay an injured and tortured man here, okay?
Okay, alright, yep.
I'm trying to put some
if he puts his
flavor
hand out,
into
I'll
this.
grab his hand and
I'm trying
haul
to
him
put
up.
some flavor into this, okay? Just because you guys
Yep,
only need
alright,
to
mate.
sleep to
Yep.
recover a broken arm doesn't mean that
Yep.
these guys can't. Yeah. As a reward, I have some equipment that could be useful to you all.
Wait, do I not find the cow I rolled the d6?
Nope.
Can I do I see any cows?
Nope. You see no wildlife. As you look around, you do see like
What the
Nary's
fuck?
taken out like a few more wolves, and yeah.
No cows. Damn.
You see Zakun just chomping on a wolf.
What sort of equipment do you have?
If you can take me to the second floor, I can get you something, though I want Petunia back safely if you're able to help with that as well.
I don't think we saw any cows on the way in.
Our best man is on it.
You actually did find a cow when you guys were driving in.
Not that I remember, but I'm stupid, so...
I mean, it's also been 2 weeks, so you guys were just like, I don't trust this cow, and then dipped.
Oh, that's right. We thought it was a shape changer.
Yeah, it probably fucking was as well.
Well,
Bitch-ass
fuck.
cow.
Shit. How far away are we from, like, the main place
What do you mean?
where we normally stay?
It's like 2 days out.
Oh my god.
You guys are about 2 days out from Phandalin.
How far would you approximately say we were from that cow?
It's maybe like an hour away.
Alright. I'm gonna run back in to the cellar.
All right. You see Bombrand being helpful, lifting a man up.
True.
Raise me up.
I just looked around the whole farm. Not a cow in sight, unfortunately.
Could you please try to find her? I can't do anything without her. I've had her for so long.
Wasn't there that cow when we came in?
I think you're right. Should I take Samuel Jackson and go check?
Why don't you do that? We'll keep Mr. Owl safe.
Okay, that'll be quite some time.
By the way, Bucks, I think that was too high of a Josh Groban voice. You gotta do the nice, you raise me up. That's deep.
I guess I'll get on Samuel Jackson and
Will you
go
be
back to
asking Nary to go with you?
Sure.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
he can maybe talk to that cow?
I don't know. Just in case, always good to have backup. Yeah, you're able to like go a little bit. It's closer than it was previously. It's just munching on some grass.
Oh, he's trying to get home.
As you approach the cow, what do you do?
I tell Nary, I'm like, yeah, like, don't worry, I got this. Here, what was the name again?
Petunia.
Oh, Petunia. Here, Petunia. And I like reach my hand out and I grab some grass, like with it in my hand.
She starts staring at you and starts moving towards you. Tongue completely out, just completely licks your hand as she goes for the grass.
Can I like without touching her anymore? Can I see if there's like a collar?
You do notice on her like back, it's branded BAK.
Well, that's pretty.
Which you can
BA.
assume is Big Al Calazorn.
Oh. I'm like, it should be BSR for Butterskull Ranch, obviously. Okay. Well, that's good news. I'll ask Nary if he can try and convince the cow to follow us.
As you go back to talk to Nary, you just notice the cow's following you anyways.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't even roll anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great, isn't it?
I will get like a big like 2 handfuls. Actually, that's gonna slow him down. He's gonna keep eating.
Okay.
I'll just walk alongside him the whole way back, however long it takes, and
Yeah.
you can take
It'll
Samuel
probably
L.
take a little bit
Jackson.
slower, but yeah.
Yeah, and occasionally I'll keep grabbing some grass.
All right. So as that's happening, Arch and Bombrand, what are you guys doing with Big Al and Golas? As you probably see them come out of the cellar.
Yay.
Oh yeah. So so as they come out of the cellar, you guys finally see Golas, and Golas, you finally see them.
Gallus, where the hell were you?
I was taking a shit.
Okay.
Gross. Maybe, what, were you scared by the orcs?
No.
Scared by the living?
Ate some bad food.
Well, save that shit for the dragon.
We're gonna shit on the dragon, like quite literally. You should fuck with him back. Alright, bet.
Okay.
Help us get Big Al upstairs. He said he might have some stuff for us. I think Shion and luckily Neri also are going to fetch the cow. Hopefully. I don't know if Shion knows the difference between a cow and a horse. So
None of you guys do. Is what
I was
found
not
out.
there for that. I was not there for that.
Okay. Oh yeah, you don't have just Samuel L. Jackson. You also have an ox. You have Vincent, which was given to you guys to rent.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, why
with
do we
the
do that?
supplies.
It was just
'cause it was
given as
heavy.
part of the quest. Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you guys, so you're taking it upstairs, right?
Yeah.
So as you go upstairs, he says, for those of you that want, like, as you go upstairs, he points to the office room. There should be some money in there if you want, you can take that as a reward, whatever you can find in there.
Thank you. I'm gonna go look and see what money I can find in there.
So, quick investigation will reveal.
Me when it's less than 100 GP, and we should have left him for dead.
He also said he had some supplies, so I'm gonna ask
I know,
him for those later.
Well,
kidding.
so for money, you're gonna find 65 gold, 145 silver, and 220 copper.
Okay, I will divide that out later. So I'm gonna kind of come out like with the money in hand and be like, so you also said that you might have some supplies for us, or is that only once the cow comes back?
If it's not too much trouble, I would like Petunia back first. I understand. I'm probably in no position to speak like this to my saviors, but she does mean a lot to me, and
I guess we just sit and wait.
She does mean a lot to me, so I hope it's not too much to ask.
Luckily, Shion has Mary with him.
Wow.
See how they think of you? Shion about to become the real villain.
No. Well,
I'm about to fucking brand this cow myself and make it mine.
My intelligence is currently 18. Shion's is 8. There might be some fun going on there.
Is it really 8? Real questions.
Oh my what?
Your intelligence.
Intelligence.
It's 8.
Oh, okay. I don't actually. Yeah, so after a little bit, you eventually make it back with Petunia.
Hey, Shion, how does it feel that Aaron is smarter than you?
Yeah, but that's a mechanical bird of your making. That's not fair.
I'm sorry, who's Aaron? I don't remember them.
Jaeger.
Sorry, I was asking you specifically. You're not here. I was asking kind of like out of character. Um, yeah, out of character. So yeah, I'm guessing you arrive back with Petunia.
Yes, so they would arrive back with Petunia. And you can hear some faint mooing as that happens. He'll look out the window and he'll see her very happily. He'll tell you, in my bedroom, under my wardrobe, there is a secret compartment. There's some stuff to fluff it up, but underneath you should be able to find some armor. It is yours for the taking. I only have one set, though. I apologize, but as it was originally meant for me, but whoever would like to can have it.
I will take a look. So I will use the clues and see what armor's under there.
Yeah. So given that he just told you where it was, I'm going to say you don't need to make a check. And you would be able to find it.
Okay. What type of armor is it?
Imagine thinking I'm just going to tell you just like that.
Well, I mean, is it like...
He does have eyeballs. He doesn't really need to roll
No.
perception to see what
No.
type of armor it is. It is
No.
right in front of him.
I mean, it's some sort of chainmail, but you can tell it's special.
Okay.
Well, I don't fucking
Chainmail.
want it then. Actually, I think I'm the only one that wears heavy armor, but...
Wait,
I
chain
can-
mail or chain?
Chainmail.
Chain mail.
Maybe mistaking it for something else. Oh, that is the heavy armor one. Never mind.
So,
Oh, yeah, I was thinking of chain shirt.
It's some sort of
I
chainmail.
guess that could be unfortunate. Okay. I guess I will take the chainmail with me. Unless, does anyone else want to carry this?
I mean, right now it's just you and Balmond up there, and I guess Golas.
Oh,
So, because Neri and Shion are currently outside.
I mean, I'll take it for now. I sense there's something special about it that maybe I can find out later.
With that as
But-
well, you can see like Big Al's kind of just like, what do I do now? Because his ranch has pretty much been destroyed. It's been attacked by orcs. You know. So.
Yeah. Are there any?
Shion, after you return with the
Maybe-
cow, is there anything you want to do? Or are you just staying with the cow?
Sorry, what was that? Or what
Is there anything you want to do now that you've returned with the cow, or are you just going to stay with the cow?
Oh, I mean, like, I'll leash him up or put him in some kind of fencing or something like that, and then I'll head back in.
Okay. Yeah. Catch up with everyone probably on the second floor, I'm guessing. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I imagine I'd check the cellar first, and then I'd see no one, and then I'd go into the house.
What is he for now? Just keep.
I found a cow. It has the marking, I believe, of your initials, but I could not tell if it was Petunia necessarily. She followed me all the way here. I can take you too.
Petunia's
to
a
her.
very kind girl. If she followed you and she has my initials on her, then it was most likely her. She was my prized cow. She was the only cow I really had. So.
Well, do you want me to take you to her? She's kind of, caged in now.
Yes, I would like to see her, make sure that she's okay. Those disgusting orcs didn't do anything to her.
Did I like see any visible harm?
No, you didn't. It seems like she
okay.
probably escaped when probably a fence fell and she just ran off. So yeah, I would say we can just put you guys all.
Also, it's very late for our East Coast folk. Well, this is her, isn't it?
You can see he immediately starts petting her, and he begins to weep and with joy as he's happy to be reunited with her. I missed you, little girl. He just pets her. It's a little weird. Once again, thank you for rescuing me from those orcs. I probably wouldn't be here as of tomorrow if it weren't for all of you.
Glad to help.
I just realized the quest says if you big proof back.
Whatever. I had to type it, okay?
You big proof back.
Bring proof, okay?
Anyways. Well, shall we be on our way then, everyone?
Happy I fixed it.
Alright.
Is that 65 gold total or
So
like each?
total 65 gold, 145 silver, and 220 copper was found in the office.
Alright, well I'm definitely not dividing that between us all, so someone else can do that shit.
Yeah, I'll do math later.
There's 5 of you guys.
Assuming the armor
difficult.
doesn't like sell well, we should have left him dead. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, it's some variety of magical armor.
I know, I'm just
Can
Unless
any
it's
of us
like
use
some
it?
shit effect.
Okay, so
like,
we
even
each
if
get
it's +1 or something.
So we each get 13 gold. Inventory, 13 gold, add. Okay. What was it? 13 gold, 145, 5, 29. Thank you for making easily divisible.
This is straight by the book.
Oh, no, I don't think it is.
Nice. It actually is.
How much silver?
29 silver each and 44 copper each.
How much? 29 silver, you said?
Yes. And 44 copper each.
I'm writing this down.
Yes,
I'm giving 44 silver and 44 copper.
I'm giving it to Neri.
I go around to every one of the orcs and collect every great axe I can find.
Okay. Make an investigation for that.
So unlike, I don't know if he'll be watching this or not, but unlike Nolan, who I feel like purposely gives us gold that's not divisible by 3.
This was by the
cast
book.
Guidance on myself. 21!
So, okay, how many orcs were there? So of the 8 orcs, I would say you probably are able to get about 6 great axes.
How are you guiding yourself?
Any that I can't
Balmrin?
carry.
How are you touching yourself?
It's a pretty well known thing in 5e that anything that requires touch, you can touch yourself with it. There's been a lot of sage advice about it and stuff as well.
What? You can't?
You can.
Yes, I'm asking specific. How are you touching yourself?
Oh, I grab my cock.
Okay.
What?
Your metal.
And I do a
penis?
Michael Jackson.
Okay,
fucking
this is way too much.
In a robot voice, I need to hear the hee hee.
Hee hee.
Billie Jean is not my lover.
Omrin, what's a lover?
Okay, so you got
It's a
6 of them.
concept I'm not sure you would be familiar with. I can explain it in detail if
Okay.
need be.
Uh,
Okay. With that, is there anything else you would all like to do?
I guess we're heading. Well, what time is it?
I mean, it's the night.
You said we arrived at night, right?
Yeah.
Um, Al, can we sleep here for the night?
I wouldn't mind. However, would it be okay if you were to take me back to whatever town you came from? I don't, seeing as most of my my ranch was destroyed, I don't exactly have much left here.
As long as you don't mind taking a slight detour, we can take you
That's
back
that's fine by me.
to Phandalin on our way. Try not to get yourself killed. Maybe you might want to hold on to this armor for a bit. Actually, do you notice it? What does it do? Does it do anything special? I sense it's more than just a normal.
Yes, this
chainmail.
is this was made for me back in my adventuring days. I used to be an adventurer a while ago. Sorry, I used to be a sheriff a long time ago.
Did you take an arrow to the knee?
No, I just retired. But I got bored, so I decided to start a ranch. And so when I was a sheriff, this was my protection. This is mithril chain armor.
Nice.
Craftsman? It's chainmail, right?
Yes, mithril chain mail.
Okay. I'm gonna have to ask you a question about that.
Okay.
Well,
So
you still have the deed to the property, assumedly, so you could sell it and retire to town with a nice chunk of gold, or come back when you feel ready to rebuild.
Yes. Though hopefully no more orcs will be here.
Hopefully not. Put their heads on spikes as a warning.
Not a horrible idea. With that, is there anything else you guys would like to do?
guess I'm gonna take a long rest.
Yeah, if that's it, feel free to go ahead and long rest.
Yay!
Noise.
Yeah, get back all the HP that I lost. From all the times that I even got attacked at all.
Okay. With that, I don't know what you guys would like to do. If you want to continue or not.
We should probably
Nah, I'm
call
fucking starving. And Bucks is probably in bed already.
In bed and naked.
Yeah, I'm good to.
Okay.
I'm good to call it.
All right. We are good there. We will continue with that
In a
delivery
while.
that's been put off so much now. Yeah.